stay there so you're not obstructing.
Oh, okay. On your road.
Film around there, I'm not sure.
We're at the Tweed border. Shelley's been detained because she has questioned the duties of these so-called police force. She's questioned them about the statutory directives that have been imposed upon people here and created in without parliamentary or the Queen's approval on their laws, that they are apprehending her and arresting her for asking questions at the border about her rights to be questioned to cross and return back to her home. Yeah, why are you enforcing this for the corporations? You swore oaths, didn't you? Do you know that do you know anybody who had coronavirus? It's a flu.
I know several people who died from coronavirus. So
You do, actually, and we're expected to believe you when we've got no evidence of that here at all.
You're not, it's a fact.
And it's a flu virus. But Hep C is more dangerous and more...
Ma'am, I'm not going to argue with you, but we have different opinions on this matter.
And do you think that we're really at risk in 30-degree temperatures here?
Yeah, I do.
So they're like 80 degrees here, Fahrenheit from where you're from in America?
Yeah, I believe there's a great risk.
There is a great risk, and yet we don't know anybody that's died or anything. Nobody does. And the media and the politicians are playing all the people off against one another. Yous work for us, not the other way around. You're working for Pharmaceutica and politicians that have made deals. There are more sicknesses and diseases.
Stop yelling at me, please.
There's
I'm standing right here.
ice. There's ice influx all over the country, killing people, alcohol, and you have never responded to any of those things. Domestic violence kills a lot of people.
In fact, I responded to domestic violence this morning.
They've killed a lot of people. We've never had a response from the police force in any of those matters.
I've responded to domestic violence matters.
The pollution and disease, the sicknesses that are all integrated since your people came into these lands, and what that uniform represents has done nothing but damage. The mass murder of my people, deaths in custody, 400 to 700 people after the Royal Commission in custody. Not one of you's got arrested for your murders you did. Children in North Queensland murdered by your people again, no answer, and all these deaths. And yet you're detaining...
No, I'm not going to put in any way other than people from obstructing that line. I haven't been arrested. And she states that she does have a pass and it's in it.
She wanted to ask questions to you about her rights as a human being living here. Should we answer to God Almighty, not to man? We don't trust your rules. You've proven to fail us over and over, you and your governments and your media.
I can understand why some people might feel that way.
It's not feel, it's a fact. It's the truth. We want it fixed.
Well, I would also like to see racism fixed. I'm Jewish. A lot of members of my family were slaughtered. I know all about.
We had a Holocaust in these lands. Are you aware of that? The first people, it's still going.
I'm well aware of that.
And you see that force controlling people into subjection is not God's way.
I agree. I don't believe in racism. I've been the subject of racism. My grandparents were, very violently the subject of racism. So I'm not a racist.
So you bring your foreign control, your foreign diseases, your foreign corporations.
Well, I'm not looking
That's
to
what you're enforcing. That's what you're protecting with that uniform.
No, what I'm
And
protecting-
threatening women, innocent women. She's not a criminal.
I'm not threatening her.
You're arresting her. She's not a criminal.
Well, I believe
She's brought no harm to nobody.
Well, I'm not aware of why she's arrested, so I can't comment on that. But it's a matter
For questioning your business. Questioning your business. That's
As
what
you're
she's
aware, I
arrested.
wasn't there when she was arrested, so I can't say. But I have great faith in those officers, and I believe that if
You want to have faith in who your Jewish people believe in. That's who you need to get back to, because they're deceiving. They're deceptive, and they've been doing that all over the Western worlds.
Right. So as I was saying, it's a matter for the courts. If something untoward has occurred,
Okay.
she has been arrested in a way that's not appropriate, there's going to be a lot of record of that. All right. So there's going to be video footage of what's occurred. That storage is stored in such a way that those officers can't delete it. All right. It will be produced in court.
I've worked with police a bit long all my life.
Okay.
I know what you can do and can't do.
Okay.
So what's your name, ma'am?
Why?
Because I want to check if you've got a water pass or not.
All right. I'm in the car with the water pass.
Have you got it? Do you have a border? Did you personally?
She states that her border pass is
Border
in the
pass.
vehicle, and what she was
Yeah. So when you're travelling in a vehicle, every person in the vehicle must have their own individual border passes.
I wasn't aware of that.
That's all right. I'm just letting you know now. So do you personally
Apply for one? No, because I just
Right.
thought the driver
So-
of the vehicle had to have
so
it.
if you're intending to travel into Queensland from New South Wales, doesn't matter where it's from, every person needs a border pass. So you need to apply for your own personal
I
border
need
pass.
to see your evidence of saying you have got jurisdiction over the first people of these lands. I really do need to see that. Where you can apply your laws to a non-Australian citizen. I'm not a citizen or
Let's all keep our
alien.
quiet.
And look,
He's not
I
shouting.
need to see that. I really do. This is all about contract law. That's what yous are under.
nothing about anything.
We really
It
do
is.
need to see that.
The
Hey,
gov-
come on. It's
If you want to
2021.
go research something of what you believe is right, you can.
We've never been Australian citizens. I'm a Yuggera woman.
We've been given directions.
I'm not
on what we have to
Australian.
do.
It doesn't apply to me.
Everything applies to everyone who lives in
No,
Australia.
it doesn't. You are under our laws. You abide by the sovereigns of these lands.
I abide by the law that the government's provided for us to
The
do.
government is not illegitimate and you're doing their dirty work for them. Why is this Queensland
Well,
Police Force
it-
abiding by these
It's
lies?
great that that's what you believe in, but it's
It's
not
not,
true.
it's the truth. What sovereignty is there? There is no Queen of Australia.
So, ma'am, I don't think there's going to be an agreement about
There's not gonna be
this
an
sovereignty.
agreement.
I'm not Australian citizen for starters.
We would like to proceed without any.
I want to see the evidence of how your
Every
laws
person-
apply to
every
my
person
people.
who's- every person
That's not going to get provided right now.
Unfortunately, every person who's living in Australia, whether you're Australian or not, if you want to travel into Queensland
Okay.
or New South Wales, you need a border pass. You say you're not Australian, that's fine. I'm happy to accept that. You're an Indigenous female, but unfortunately, you still need a border pass.
Yeah,
to
that's
get
what he
into
just
Queensland.
explained to me now, yeah.
Yeah, so you still need a border pass. Like your friend has just said, you need a border pass. Whether you're Australian, Indigenous, European, wherever you come from, it doesn't
So
matter.
what's your name?
My name is Senior Constable Barter.
Butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You still need it.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Now,